Aloha, Alan and Jean Frace here, bringing you your October monthly real estate market report for the island of Oahu. Hey, this month, single-family home sales. Median sales price was $800,000 this year. That's up 6.4% from October 2017 compared to. Median days on the market are now at 29 days. That's up a staggering 93% from this month last year. Big difference there. Pending sales, homes going into contract. That's down 20%, again, compared to October of last year. New listings about the same, just up fractionally, not a big difference there. Active listings were up 24% compared to October 2017. So a lot more listings on the market currently than what we've been experiencing. Current months of inventory, 3 months of inventory, that's up 30% compared to October of last year. Month of inventory is kind of a funny number. It's how many months, if we didn't take any new listings on the market, how long would it take to sell all of the current inventory on the market? And that's numbers 3 months. For condos, our median sales price was $390,000. That's down 9% compared to October of last year. Median days on market, 25. That is up 19%. Pending sales declined now 18% from last year. New listings on condos up 8%. Active listings are up 13%. And months of inventory is also at 3 months, which is up 15% from October of 2017. You know what? You may ask, what do all those numbers mean? You know, it's telling us that we're seeing a shift in the marketplace. We've had a very tight market for a very long time, where there's been very little inventory compared to the amount of buyers in the marketplace. But we're starting to see the inventory levels rise and time on market extend, indicating that we're moving closer to what we would call a balanced market. Balanced market typically is when you have 5 to 6 months of inventory in the marketplace available to us. We're still at 3, so we're still not balanced. We're still towards the seller's market, but we have been coming up from the upper 1s and 2 months of inventory earlier this year. So big changes there. We're starting to see that happen. The other thing that's playing into this timing-wise a little bit is what we're seeing is the days on market. It took a rapid rise over the last couple of months. We usually see a seasonal adjustment, or that's can be normal in your days on market time as we move into the holidays, and then typically it'll reduce again in January, February. But the days have shifted very dramatically, very quickly, and earlier than normal. Usually we would see this happening in the months of November and December. So that's a change there. We're also seeing an increase of new listings this time of the year, where typically we tend to see a decrease as we move towards the holidays. Many folks don't want to put their properties on the market, and buyer activity slows down a little bit. So usually we see the number of active listings decreasing this time of year, but we're seeing them rise. Also, another tidbit of information here is that we have been seeing month-over-month inventory gains, months of inventory gains all year long. So we hit January. It's been slowly, month after month, rising throughout the year. Again, a little bit non-typical for the market that we've been in. We're just moving towards something that's a little bit more would be considered normal or balanced. The number of active listings in the marketplace right now is the highest that we've seen in the last few years. So inventory levels are at the greatest numbers that we've seen in quite some time. You may ask, what does this mean if you're a seller? If you're a seller, you need to be prepared for your home being on the market longer before maybe receiving an offer. It's going to take more time on market to find a buyer to put an offer on your property. Be prepared for more competition. So, homes that are priced fairly and that are in good condition, a good location, are going to receive more attention than homes that may be deficient in some of those areas. So there'll be more competition out there in the marketplace. And also, you're going to probably see more pressure on pricing. We're seeing a lot of price reductions come through the market now, and depending on what section of town you're in, it can be a little bit different. What does this mean if you're a buyer? If you're a buyer, there's more homes on the market to choose from than there has been for the last few years. There's less competition out there. There's probably not going to be as many multiple offer scenarios as that we were accustomed to seeing over the last few years. So as a buyer, you may not have to go out there and compete and bid up a property like we used to have to do just to win. And that all couples back to the better pricing, which would be something else in this market. With more inventory and more to choose from, sellers are going to have to be more competitive on their pricing. So it's a favor to the buyers, where they're going to be able to get a little bit better value than what we've been seeing over the last few years. That being said, real estate's super hyper local, so you know what's going on in your neighborhood, your street may be different than what this is. This is kind of just island wide. We do know that there are some variances out there that are going on. So if you have any questions about what's going on for your home or your neighborhood, we would love to talk to you. Just reach out and we can talk about those numbers. Happy to do so. Anyway, looking forward to talking to you guys again soon. Look for us next month where we'll bring the November market stats. Same place, same time. Aloha.